Thank you for joining us on 24 Plus. I'm ABC24 This Week host Pepper Baker. And for this bonus segment, we are taking a closer look at one of the Republican candidates for the Congressional District 9. That is State Senator Brent Taylor. And he got a huge endorsement this week from President Donald Trump. On this Truth Social post, you can see the first line says, "It is my great honor to endorse highly respected State Senator Brent Taylor, who is running to represent the incredible people of Tennessee's 9th Congressional District." Let's open it up here. And so maybe we'll start with the Republican at the table here, Scott McCormick. So, yes, President Donald Trump endorsing Brent Taylor. He did not endorse in the governor's race, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
So how big is this?
That's huge. Yeah. That's huge for Brent. I'm sure to coin maybe a phrase Brent might use, he's happier than a third grader in a candy store.
That's the kinder.
That's big. If you're running as a Republican and you get the president's endorsement, that's huge. Okay. I mean, nobody, I don't think, running as a Republican would say, I don't want the endorsement. So, but I know he wanted it. I know he got it, and I think it's huge for his strategy.
All right, I'll ask the Democratic politician at the table. Do you think that right now, the way the political climate is, that this endorsement might do a little more harm than expected?
I think it could backfire on him, actually. We heard the president last night, and he's still talking about conspiracy from a 2020 election. Come on now. So I think with gas prices going up, with the war still going on in Iraq, it's on again, off again, but it's still going on. This could backfire in some of those smaller counties that he's dependent on votes for. It could definitely backfire, I think.
Otis, you have the last point on that.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. It is huge to get this endorsement. It's going to help him tremendously in the primary. He really doesn't, well, we'll talk about Charlotte in a minute, but he's going to win the primary. I agree with Deidre. Unless things really get better over the next 2 or 3 months, it's not going to help him all that much. The people who were going to vote for him were going to vote for him whether Trump supported him or not. And if they are paying $4 for gas and they see the war continuing to go on and they're upset and they're angry, they may stay at home, and that's going to help the Democrat, whoever it is.
Scott, do you want to have a rebuttal to that?
Well, I think it's presumed that Justin Pearson is going to.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No.
Well, that's what they're counting on.
Okay,
yeah, that's what they're counting
on.
That's what, and
because I think London Lamar would be a tougher.
If Justin Pearson is the opposition, I'm not so sure that to Otis's point, that the Trump endorsement hurts Brent. I don't think people who might say, well, I'm not going to support Brent because he was supported by the president. I don't think they're saying, but I'm going to vote for Justin Pearson. That's my opinion.
That was a good point. They're not going to lie. All right. Well, speaking along the lines of the Republican candidates here on the 9th Congressional District race, Republican Charlotte Bergmann, who's a perennial congressional candidate, and she's also running in District 9, she had a Facebook post that people didn't like. It said, Brent Taylor, who is this person you're getting in the car with, was this Luke Cymbal, parentheses, he/she, seen leaving the KWAM debate last night with you. Luke Cymbal is a friend of this show. We've had him on, many panels. So a lot of people, Republican, I will say, came at Charlotte Bergmann saying that this was just absolutely inappropriate. What do you all think her insinuation was here?
I think her insinuation was a dog whistle to say that there was some sexual innuendos behind all of this. And to use the term he, she, well, you make your interpretation of that. But beyond what I think she was saying, what it was low-class politics at its worst. And it goes to something I've said on the show before. Charlotte Bergmann thought that once they gerrymandered, she would have a better chance. But the Republicans said, nuh-uh. We don't want you. We have never wanted you. We just put up with you because we knew that you couldn't win the 9th district anyway. Now we got a shot to win the 9th district. We don't want you. And for them to say that this wasn't about race in this gerrymandering, this makes it, that old Southern term, horse feathers. It was about race because they are ditching the the African-American woman and going with Brent Taylor. I rest my case.
Well, I don't think Charlotte was ever a serious candidate. She ran 6 times, did she? Somewhere in that. She's never never came close to Cohen. I think if there was a candidate who had challenged Cohen and gave him a legitimate challenge, and now that the district had been changed and there's an opportunity, the Republicans might have gone with that candidate. But she's never garnered any real support other than just loyal Republican vote. Mostly people who just said, I can't stand to vote for Steve Cohen. No offense to Steve Cohen, I like Steve Cohen. But he's not a Republican, and the Republicans were going to vote for whoever they had, and they had Charlotte Bergmann. But now that the district has changed, and to your point, now they have a legitimate shot to win the seat as a Republican seat, and they have a very energetic, very young, very full of vinegar, candidate, Brent Taylor, and that's who they're backing.
And a foul mouth.
Before you give your last point.
Foul mouth.
Oh, foul mouth. Deidre, before you give your last point here, before we close out, Luke Cymbal did give us a statement in response to Charlotte Bergmann's video, and it said, I've been on the front lines fighting for candidates who I believe will make Memphis and Shelby County a safer, more prosperous place to live, work, and raise a family. Shelby Countyans know my heart for and commitment to our community, and a perpetual election loser takes up absolutely no space in my mind. Deidre, what are your thoughts?
I'm just going to say, Black Republicans, come on over to the other side. Democrats, we would welcome you. I'm going to say Charlotte Bergmann's feelings probably are hurt because she has been on the front line for the Republican Party, running in District 9 for I don't know how many, times. And so if you feel like you're not respected, we welcome you. Come on over.
Okay, do a reverse D-Berry.
That's it.
All right, y'all. Thank you for the extra time on the bonus segment. Thank you for watching 24 Plus. Always tune in to ABC 24 This Week on Sundays at 9 a.m., 10:35 p.m. or on 24 Plus.